Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Susanna and today I want to talk about some apartment essentials. And I'm not just talking about like plates, a couch, cups, like things that you know that you're obviously gonna need when you move into an apartment and that you see on pretty much all apartment checklists off Pinterest. I'm talking about things that it took me a while to figure out after the entire moving process, like, oh, I really need this. This is actually very essential and important to have in my apartment and to make a priority. So I thought I would share some of my secrets there. And then kind of along with the same lines, just a little bonus content. So fun fact, my boyfriend, Matthew, you guys have met him once before, I think. He did my makeup on a video on my channel before. You can go back and check it out. I'll link it below. I actually need to tell him not to watch this video, but I am putting together a little gift for him because he just bought his very first house. Now, like myself, I've lived in probably like 5 or 6 apartments before, but he's also lived in different apartments. But this is his first house and it's also a duplex. And so he's going to be like renting out one side and then living in the other. So actually, if you're looking to rent in Arkansas, shoot me an email because maybe you'll want to live here. But with this being his first house, I want it to be really special. And I know he's really working hard to get a tenant right now. And that's something that's really important to him. And so I think I'm going to save this gift and give it to him as like an extra surprise whenever he does get that first tenant. But it is filled with things that I feel like will really kind of help him out with the craziness of moving. And you know, I would say it definitely has some apartment essentials in this basket. So I thought I would take you guys through and show you guys everything that I got him in this gift. And I thought that would be kind of fun because it's always fun to like talk about gifts, and one of my favorite things to do is give gifts. And so I thought I would show you guys that. And I did most of this on a budget because I'm definitely on a budget right now. And so a lot of it I got kind of on the less expensive side. And so if you're on a budget and needing apartment essentials, then this could be good for you. And maybe you can be inspired by the gift and buy the gift for yourself, because self-love, we all need a little bit of that, don't we? Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the very first thing that I want to talk about is safety. So I've been listening to a lot of Crime Junkies lately, and if you don't know about Crime Junkies, it's a podcast and it's really intriguing, but it can be a little disturbing sometimes just with all of the creepers out there that you just don't really think about on a daily basis. There's a lot of crazy people. And so especially if you're living in an apartment or a house, just especially if you're on your own, I would highly recommend a door, I think it's called like a door security bar. And this way, if someone just managed to like pick your lock or somehow like break it, it's still going to be really difficult for them to get inside because it kind of blocks the door handle from actually opening. You always see in those movies how like people put a chair under the door handle and it keeps it from opening. This is basically the same concept. So out of like my 5 or 6 years living in an apartment, this is my first year to have one, and I don't know what took me so long to get one because I feel like it just gives me that extra sense of peace and security, and I really like it. It just makes me feel a lot safer at night knowing that I'm not only relying on a lock on my door. I also know that it works because a couple months ago I put in a maintenance request and I was just in my room hanging out, and the maintenance man came and he was trying to get in so that he could fix my maintenance request, and he had like unlocked my door. I was like trying to get in and I was like, oh gosh, I left the security bar up, and so I went and I took it off and he was able to get in. So that definitely made me feel better. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about are the benefits of vinegar and baking soda. I have used baking soda and vinegar in so many different ways for cleaning purposes around my apartment, and especially for making things smell nice. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely don't want to live in an apartment or a house that smells nasty. That's like one of my biggest things. I have to have my apartment smelling so good all the time because that is like the epitome of coziness to me. I currently have my Leaves candle burning and it's my all-time favorite. I actually listed it in my fall favorites video. So what I like to do with this vinegar and baking soda is, for example, sometimes my dishwasher will get a little stinky and that'll happen. You'll run it and like sometimes I'll notice like a weird fishy smell and I'm like, ooh, that's really disgusting. And so what you can do is put a little baking soda and a little vinegar at the bottom of your dishwasher, run it, and then it will clean it and make it smell so much nicer. You can also put that same combination mixture down your garbage disposal because those can get a little stinky as well. And once you run the disposal, that really just takes out all of that nasty smells. You can also put a little baking soda in your trash can if it starts to stink, which I'm usually pretty good about taking out my trash like almost every day because that is something that when you live in an apartment that is especially really small, if you have stinky trash, it will fill up your entire apartment. So a little tip there, I would try to take out your trash like once a day, at minimum like every other day. So very important. Okay, so very importantly, stuff to make your house or apartment feel like home, especially with the amount of time I feel like probably most of us are spending at home right now because of everything going on. It is so important to have an environment that is peaceful and comfortable and cozy to you and personalized to you. So I definitely have lots of pictures hanging up around my apartment of just family members, loved ones, etc. I actually really need to update them and put in more because I haven't done that since I moved in. But anyway, lots of pictures and just stuff to make it cozy. Like I said earlier, stuff to make it smell nice. Your apartment smell nice is so important. Lots of candles, plug-ins, essential oils, etc. I love all of those things and it really adds that extra sense of coziness to the place where I'm pretty much spending almost all of my time right now. Definitely fluffy, cozy blankets. I mean, y'all, just anything that really yells cozy to you and personalized apartment, like this is my home. It's so important to do that to your space, your living space, because it should be a place that you can come to relax and unwind, and you want that place to be as comfortable as possible. Kind of going along with that, if you can control this, a lot of people can't necessarily control it, but I'd say lots of natural lighting, or at least just a lot of lighting in general. If you're living in like kind of a darker apartment, add lots of lamps. No one wants to feel like they're living in a cave. So I would say lighting just really adds that extra sense of coziness, and extra lamps and just things like that with the softer lighting light bulbs that are more cozy are very, very important. Okay, I'll share this last big tip and then I will get into the gift, which also has a lot of apartment essentials in it as well. But I would say, you know, one of the best parts about having an apartment that's kind of your own, or even just you and a roommate's, is that you can entertain and host people. So I kind of made it essential, at least for myself, to have like an entire drawer or area dedicated to stuff that I could use to entertain, if that makes sense. So I have like an entire drawer of just games and stuff so that I can be encouraged to host game nights and fun stuff like that. Obviously that has kind of been reduced lately, but I would almost say that is a bit of an essential because, you know, if you have an apartment, you want to put it to its full use and be able to share it with others and entertain and have fun with your friends and loved ones. So lots of games and stuff, just stuff that really makes your apartment feel like yours and something that you're proud of is always important. Okay guys, I don't want to just sit here and talk for 10 years, so I want to show you guys my gift, which also includes lots of apartment essentials. And yeah, this is the fun part, so let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, so here is the entire thing. I need to actually put it together and make it look really pretty because right now it's just a giant bucket of stuff. But so one thing that I noticed that my boyfriend did not have in the previous apartment, I feel like guys are just kind of different in how they do apartment living. My brothers are definitely different, that girls just require a lot more, like, I don't want to say stuff, but in general, we like a cozy environment and just we need all of the essentials. And I noticed my boyfriend didn't have a laundry basket. And so I got him this laundry basket. And guess where I got it from, guys? the Dollar Tree. This definitely got a lot of stuff, so I'd say it still feels like really good quality. It's held up. But yeah, let's go ahead and just dig into everything that I got because there's a lot in here. So the first 2 items that I have in here are, of course, some picture frames. I got both of these from the Dollar Tree, and they're very simple, more masculine, and you can see my ring light. Whoops. But they're definitely more simple and masculine, so I feel like he would like those. They're just black frames. I do want to put pictures in them before I actually give him this gift, so that's something that I need to do. So picture frames, very important for personalization, as we talked about. Okay, so the next thing that I got is not from the Dollar Tree because I don't really like Dollar Tree candles. I don't think that they smell the greatest, honestly. I got this at HomeGoods. This was still not too expensive, but it smells really nice, and I feel like it's gonna go with I kind of wanted to stick with like a black and gray theme with all of the things that I got him, just because I feel like that's going to be like the vibe of his house. And so this candle is called Sandalwood and Myrrh, and it smells really, really good. Like, it smells more like a dude and not too girly. And so I really liked this candle. Got it from HomeGoods. Again, just another thing to make his home feel more like home. Okay, you guys, before I keep going, I just want to apologize for the leaf blower that is going on outside of my apartment. That is the one negative of apartment living, is the constant lawn mowing and leaf blowing. I guess that's kind of a positive because they're taking care of the place, and I want that. But at the same time, I feel like it always happens right around the time I'm trying to film. I literally had to turn off my camera just now for a couple minutes to wait until he actually like walked completely by my apartment because it was just super, super loud. So let's keep rolling. The next thing that I got him are these really beautiful kitchen towels. I love these, not even necessarily for like actually wiping your hands, but more so for decorative purposes. He'll probably use them more for like wiping his hands and stuff. But I always have one of these like over my stove handle, if that makes sense. And I feel like it just adds that extra pop of beautifulness in my apartment. So I got him some of these, and I feel like these could look really, really nice in a guy's apartment or house. And I believe there's actually more colors. There's like actually more of a gray one in here. So I think he'll really like these. I also got those from HomeGoods, and they were not super expensive either. Okay, so another thing that I absolutely love that I feel like could definitely be an apartment essential, especially if you love apples, this apple corer. Apple corer. I've had one of these for so long, and they're super nice because you just put it over your apple and like push it down and it slices them. And I've been juicing a lot lately, so mine has definitely come in handy because it cuts it up for me super fast so that I can juice it. So I would say this is definitely a good apartment essential. I got this for him from the Dollar Tree. I actually think I got mine from the Dollar Tree, and it's lasted me years. So I would say it's a pretty good bet. Again, if you're on a budget, a $1 apple corer is pretty nice. So I got one of these for him as well because I don't think he has one. So now I also got him some of these little multi-purpose clips. I always use these in my kitchen for when I have bags that are open and I need to clip shut. I don't know if he has any of these right now, but I also got these from the Dollar Tree. These are just super, super useful. If you have like a bag of chips or something open and you don't want them to go stale, you can just clip them closed and they'll be fine. So this, I would also say, is a really good apartment essential. So also from the Dollar Tree, I got a little scrubby brush, and this looked really nice quality. Usually I only get the things from the Dollar Tree that I'm like, okay, this actually looks like it's really, really nice quality. And this, I think it is. I mean, look at this thing. So I got this, and this is going to be really beneficial for when you use that shower cleaner and you really need to get in there and scrub. One of these is definitely something that I would recommend. So just scrubbing all of those areas in your home that can get a little nasty, this is really good. So I'm also including this in his gift. So I also got him a mug. This is also from the Dollar Tree, and I just love the aesthetic of this. I feel like it's definitely very doodly. So I feel like this is also really, really nice for a housewarming gift. And so I got him one of these beautiful mugs, and yeah, I'm really excited to incorporate this into the gift. Okay, you guys, so the next thing that I want to show y'all is this really freaking freaking adorable little cutting board that I got from Home Goods for $3. And I'm pretty sure he already has like a cutting board, but you can always use more cutting boards. And this one is just so cute, and I think it's really beautiful. I almost got one for myself, but I have like way too many cutting boards. So this is also definitely an apartment essential, home essential if you're moving and you don't have a cutting board. Cutting boards are very important for, you know, cooking. So this one I was super excited about. Okay, so the very next thing that I want to show you guys is this napkin holder. I really like this. This is really nice, and I also got it from the Dollar Tree, but I love my napkin holder, and I feel like it just adds that extra special touch to your kitchen table, and it's also something that's very important to have on your kitchen table because, you know, when you're eating, your hands can get messy, and so I've always enjoyed mine. And it's always kind of fun to like mix up the napkins that you buy and kind of change them up by season. I don't know, I find joy in weird things like switching napkins. Anyway, I got him a napkin holder, and I feel like this is a great addition to the gift as well. Okay, so the next thing that I got him, and probably the thing that I'm most excited for, is this big, fluffy, soft blanket. This one was probably more of the more expensive items in the basket. I also got this from Home Goods, and it just is so nice and soft, and I love the gray. I feel like it's not super feminine at all, so perfect for a guy's housewarming gift, and also definitely an apartment essential. I mean, as I talked about earlier, cozy things are always essential. So this one is super soft, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk about plates, but I guess I am because it's part of the gift. But I got these from Home Goods as well. But I just thought that these were really nice, so I am incorporating them into the gift, and plates are definitely an essential. So there I am, recommending something that I told you I wasn't going to recommend. So next thing that I have in this gift are these little organizational bins. These are great for putting inside of drawers, and I feel like these are definitely very, very important if you're moving into an apartment or a house to be able to keep yourself organized. And so I got him about 4 of these, and he'll probably have to get some more, but this is just for the sake of the gift. But I got these from the Dollar Tree, and I thought these were really nice. It kind of has this rubbery inside, I guess, to keep things from like moving around if you're like opening and closing the drawer. And so I really thought that these were super nice, and I almost got some for myself, but I realized I'd be going over my budget and yeah, all of that. So these are really nice, and I'm excited for him to also get these. Okay, so the next thing that I got, I have like 3 of these in here, so I'll just show you one. But I got these little beautiful jars. These are also from the Dollar Tree, but these could also be super beneficial in a new apartment or house. You can keep anything in these from like, you know, keeping them as candy jars or snack jars, using them in your pantry, or using them to keep laundry detergent in, different things like that. I have some similar ones in my laundry room that I keep my little Tide Pods in. And so these are super, super nice, and you can use them for so many different things, and they can make the display of everyday household items look so much nicer. So I got him 3 of these. Not sure how he's gonna use them, but yeah, like nice glass. These are not plastic, from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so last but not least, I just got him a couple of like essentials like dish soap. Got this from the Dollar Tree, just little things like that. I got him just this smaller, they had like name brand detergent. Sure, it's a smaller package, but I thought that this would be really nice for a housewarming gift. It's name brand, so I'm including one of these in there, also from the Dollar Tree. I feel like whenever you're moving, the process is so crazy, and like you don't even think about smaller things like this, and so this can kind of get him through until he's able to do like a bigger grocery run. I also got him just like a couple little bathroom essentials, both from the Dollar Tree. And then to top off the gift, I got him some of his favorite candies and just stuff like that to kind of make the gift extra special. I got like some little Sour Patch Kids. I know these aren't like apartment essentials, but it's just to top off the gift. Got him some Reese's, but I thought maybe I'd put those in the mug. I was like looking for something that have a wrapper. And then I got him some of these Duplex cream cookies, mainly because the place that he bought is called a Duplex, and I saw these and I was like, that's perfect. So I got him some duplex cream cookies. All right, you guys. So that is pretty much it. I know that's a huge gift, but everything, and y'all, I'm pretty impressed that this big laundry basket came from the Dollar Tree. It's actually really nice. So they always surprise me. They really do. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I have new videos that come out every Tuesday and Friday, mostly about home and lifestyle. So yeah, I hope to see you guys then. Bye, y'all.